Hello, welcome. Another episode, the continuation on coordinate geometry 1. We are on the equation of a straight line. Previous episode, we did the case 1. Here is the case 2. The case 2 is the finding the equation of a straight line given the gradient and the point on the line. So when the gradient and the particular point on the line is given, you can easily find the equation of that line. There are so many methods, but I'll introduce you to the first method and we solve this question through the three possible methods that we can follow. Step 1. Identify the gradient as m and the point on the line as x1, y1. Then substitute that into the slope-intercept form as in y minus y1 equals to m into bracket x minus x1. That's the reason why we identify the first point as x1, y1. So x1, y1. M as what? The gradient. Alright. Then we simplify the given equation to obtain either the equation in the general form or in the intercept form. So let's see how we can apply that. We have to find the equation of the line which is having a gradient of minus 2 on 5, which is passing through the point 3 minus what? 1. So what do? We can just say that the gradient m equals to minus 2 on 5. Then we have our x1, y1 equals to 3 minus 1. Right? We identify them. Then we substitute. So the equation of the line will now become, let's see, we have our y1 minus y minus y1 equals to m x minus what? x1. Substitution will take place here. Y1 is, you see, y1 is the second point. So I'll be having y minus negative 1 minus 2 out of 5 x minus x1, which is what? 3. The next point is to simplify. We need to simplify here. There's a fraction. So we introduce a multiplier of 5 to cancel the denominator. Before then, don't forget this will give you positive. So 5 will multiply here to give us 5y. 5 times 1 will give us 5 equals to minus 2x minus 3. 5 multiplying here will cancel the denominator. So we have this. The next thing is to simplify the bracket. So to simplify, we maintain our 5y plus 5 minus 2 times x minus 2x minus 2 times positive and negative 3 will give us positive what? 6. So let's transpose all this to the right, to the left, meaning this will become negative, will become positive, right? So 2x. Let's bring the 5y plus 5. This is coming to the left to become minus 6, leaving 0 there. So I'll be having 2x, 5y minus 1 equals to 0. So this becomes our answer. Remember, this is the equation that we are going to have. Now, this is following just this method. We have other method that we can follow. So we can say that alternatively, we can say that the equation is given by y equals to mx plus what? c, where m is the gradient, then the x, we can see we can use this. So using the point 3 minus 1, x is going to be 3, y is going to be minus 1. So we can substitute to get the c. So I'll be having minus 1 equals to, which is this one, the m minus 2 on 5 plus x, which will be 3 plus c. We know this will multiply, this will give minus 6. Denominator of 5. So multiply all by this 5. Meaning 5 times this minus 5 equals to minus 6. 5 will cancel this, remaining minus 2 times 3 minus 6 plus 5c. What are we going to do? We are going to transpose this here and keep that there. Meaning minus 5 plus. This become plus, right? So if that is plus, I will have 6 equals to 5c. In the course of that, I'll be having 1. You know, this will give you positive 1 equals to 5c. So if you divide by 5, c will be equals to 1 out of 5. So the c, which is the y-intercept, is going to be 1 out of 5. So we can substitute this back with the gradient into the same equation to arrive at the general equation you're looking for. So from here, what do we do? Putting m equals to minus 2 on 5 and c equals to 1 on 5 into y equals to mx plus c, that means that y will be equals to minus 2 on 5x plus 1 on 5. So this is also the equation in this intercept form, but we are looking for general form, this very form. So let's see. The LCM is going to be 5. So we multiply all by 5. So have 5y equals to minus 2x plus what? 1. So let's transpose all from the right to the left. So 2x, then plus 5y, positive become negative 1 equals to 0. So the equation remain the same, following the second concept, the slope-intercept form. The other one was the point slope form. All right. Now there is a third method. Let's try that one also. So for the third method, we can say that for the third method, we are going to introduce the point. We know let x, y we are going to let xy be a point on the line. So therefore, gradient of xy and 3 minus 1. We know we can find a gradient between 2 points. So our gradient will be equals to y2 minus y1, x2, x1. So we are picking this point as the first one, this as the second one, or this is the one given in the question. So let's pick this as first, second. So y minus negative 1 divided by x2, which one is the x2 here, minus x1, which will be 3. Now, don't forget this is a gradient. A gradient of 2 points on a line will always be the same. If there are thousands points on a line, if you find gradient of 2 of the points, any 2 points you find, they will all have the same gradient because they are collinear. Collinear points have the same gradient. So that says if all the gradients are the same, we can easily imply that the gradient given in the question, minus 2 on 5, is the same as y plus 1 over x minus 3. Don't forget this is what? Negative, negative become positive. So let's cross multiply. The negative 2 will multiply this, x minus 3, right? 5 will also multiply y plus what? 1. So what we need to do is to expand. Negative 2 times x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 3, positive 6. 5 times y, 5y. 1 times 5, 5. So what are we going to do? Let's transpose everything from the left to the right. So negative become positive 2x. There is already a plus 5 there. Plus 5. Plus 5y plus 5. then this is coming as negative, right? This is the positive 6. It becomes negative 6, leaving 0. So we can say that 2x plus 5y, 5 minus 6 is negative 1, equals to 0. So we have our answers being the same equation in the first example, the second example, and in the third, the method, the 3 different methods. I'm sure all the 3 methods are understood by you. Just pick one as a convenient one, then follow through with your understanding. Share, subscribe, like, and comment. Bye-bye.